Good idea, gang. Getting that slimline set first. Get it now, you guys. We sold it out at $19 the other night on Tuesday night. Everybody went on wait list for it. We got it back in stock. I promise you guys we would. So grab that slimline before we get to it. But let's jump into our today's special. Okay. If you've never really played with professional style markers, you don't quite understand how cool they are. And I love my Spectrum Noir. I have a giant set of them. And what makes them wonderful is just all the imaginary things you could do with them. Now, you can blend, you can color. I'm actually gonna use them as my ink for the stamps that come included in this set, and then I'm also going to blend with them. When you start playing in this world, you find a world of absolute magic when it comes to markers, and these are the professional grade. Let me show you the set. Just the two marker sets, and they're very distinct, by the way. This is a double end, brand new launch. This is the Aquas. I love the Aquas. That's why you get the Spritzer and the paintbrush. These two packs alone are almost $100. They're $94 for just these two markers. Not the two brushes, not the Spritzer, not the opaque white marker. Just the markers alone are $94. So for a couple dollars more in this one-day collection, you're getting everything you see here. You're getting card blanks to start with right out of the gate. You're getting 40 beautiful stamp designs. And I'm sorry you're not seeing this one very well. Maybe we can get a different shot of that. But 40 of these big, huge, gorgeous stamps that allow you to take the markers and really experiment with them. On top of that, you're getting, look at the interior of the binder, because this is a fabulous opportunity to be on the auto ship. You get a binder. You get all the ingredients inside the binder to keep you completely organized. So all of this is included as well. Everything you're gonna get is under $100. So literally for what, $4 more than just the markers, you get everything else you see here. It's huge. We're gonna show you the value, then we're gonna talk auto ship in just a second, because by far, you all are picking up auto ship, and you know it's always good to do that when Sara is in the house. All right, there you go, $94 for just the markers. Then do your stamps, your stamp storage panels. Let's do the blending palette, the markers, the watercolors. Then it's the binders, the pockets, the dividers, the paintbrushes, Spritzer, opaque white marker. All of that would be $192.77. This is your moment to grab this while it's still available today at our one-day price. We have 5 flex pays on it, which is great. And remember, only $5 to pay for all of everything you buy today in crafting. Only $5 bill, one $5 bill. Even if you've ordered 20 times earlier today, you will only end up paying one $5 bill to ship it all to you. And that ends at midnight as well. All right, Miss Sara Davies, I love her. She's a very busy girl. She's about to launch a brand new book. In fact, you can pre-order it right now. Is it still in pre-order, or have you released it?
No, it doesn't release for another few weeks yet. 28th of April, it will be officially on sale.
Well, congratulations, the busiest woman in England, that we know. And you put together, you know, I've been such a fan of your Spectrum Noir markers for years, since we first launched them. You've never done something this comprehensive. And by the way, she's gonna teach you in an entire academy how to do all the fabulous stuff that you can do with these markers.
Well, let me tell you, Suzanne, so this kind of came about, you know, at the start of the pandemic, so many people took up colouring. Colouring just went like this, and we couldn't make pens fast enough to keep up with the demand. And right back then, the buyers at HSN sat down with us and said, we want you to develop a programme for people who want to learn, want to get started, and want to progress their skills. And actually, we took that little gem of an idea, and it blew up into this massive programme, which is actually a diploma. You're going to take classes with us for the next 18 months, and if you keep going through all of them classes, at the end of it, you will graduate with a diploma in the colouring skills that we're going to teach you. And I guarantee you will be like a pro colourist by the end of the programme. Now, Suzanne, did we mention, I know you did, but they are world launch brand new. You are going to love these. The brush nib on these, Suzanne.
It's gorgeous.
We have excelled ourselves. Oh, my word.
Wait, you know, Sara, I already ripped into these. I literally walked in the studio because I'm going to do my demo as well. And I love both ends, but that new brush on the one end, I was like, it's so good. Yeah. I'm going to use it as my ink for this beautiful butterfly that you included in the set.
Brilliant. So you're going to do that with the Aqua pens. They will work brilliantly well with your Stampin' Up. We've got some of that in the education classes that I'll tell you about. Yes, what we've done, Suzanne, is brush nibs on both ends, but you've got, in the alcohol markers, you've got 2 complementary colours so that you can do all of that light and shade and blending and ombres. And what we've done is we've done 16 markers in the set. And can you see it's quite a short little stumpy brush end so that you can get really, it's kind of very juicy in how it's going to blend on there. A lot of people saying, oh, what's different? Why do I need these markers? It is this brush nib, guys. It's off the chart. Now, you'll understand about the value when I say this, Suzanne, okay? If you go and buy a brush marker with our quality of alcohol ink in any other brand, you'd be paying upwards of $5, $6 a marker for just that. Bear in mind, this is a split barrel. You've got two markers in here, two different colours. So when I say that these pens are going to be $3.95, they're outstanding value at $3.95 per marker based on the technology that you've got in there. But you are getting all 16 of the alcohol markers. And then on top of that, you are going to get all of the aqua markers. These are the ones that Suzanne loves. Wait till I show you some of the backgrounds I'm going to teach you in the classes, Suzanne. You'll love them. But I wanted everyone to have the best experience. So I wanted them to have the high quality, actual art-based paintbrushes and the Spritzer in there and the opaque white pen, which we've never brought before for you to do. And as you said, between these two trays alone, Suzanne, that's the whole value of the today's special taken care of.
Absolutely.
That literally, it would cost more than your today's special. If you wait till these are released at retail and buy them, it's going to cost you that just to get these. But I'm actually going to show you. Are you stamping there?
I'm going to start.
Oh,
They're going to leave you and keep you in the box, and I'm going to work at the same time.
Brilliant. So what I'm going to show you is Suzanne's working with the stamps. So the idea is with the education program, I want you to be able to stamp and get the perfect results every single time. So I've given you these stamped elements so that you can follow through and learn the techniques. If you've always wanted to do what Suzanne's showing you but wouldn't know where to start, we're going to cover that in the education program, and you're going to stamp onto the different surfaces, get that beautiful finish using your pens as ink pads, for example. And you can see there how Suzanne... So
now wait, here's the good news. If I screw this up, which I just did, watch. It doesn't matter because I'm using her magnetic holding her magnetic holding stamp block. And this is gonna allow me to go right back over that at the exact same spot. So if you pick this up as well, you cannot screw up your stamps anymore. So I'm gonna fix it while you keep talking.
You might want to use the water-based markers, then you'll get a little bit more open time so that you can get a perfect... Use the aqua ones, you'll get a longer
on it. I thought
time.
my huffing would be good enough.
Yeah, maybe it's not in the alcohol. It depends on how good that huffing is.
I guess not good enough.
But the thing is, you can learn and do these techniques. So if that technique that Suzanne's doing there, you've thought, what is she doing? How do I learn how to do that? That is all covered in the Academy. So let me just talk to you a little bit about the Academy, okay? The Academy is the educational program that you are going to have access to. So what you're going to do is you're going to have access into that portal. When you get these home, you'll see it's got a little website. You saw that in the video. You type the website in and it takes you to this special portal on the website. You see how Debbie doing it now. She's using the same platform that you are there, Suzanne. Once you type that in, you can see all the resources available online. Now, we've got a lot of live and interactive classes. So there's a whole schedule. You can come and take classes with me, with Leann. You can learn how to do some of the advanced colouring techniques. Or we've got like on demand, so you can go and watch the classes at your own time, at your own pace. And there's a Facebook group. There's already 1,000 of you, more than 1,000 have joined the Facebook group just today to learn how to do some of these techniques. And I've been doing, there you go.
There you go.
I've been doing some extra classes in that Facebook group. In fact, the technique that you're touching on now is one that I've been doing in that Facebook group just today, teaching everybody about it. Isn't that brush nib incredible, though, Suzanne?
Girl, I can't even stand it. It's so awesome. Hey, here's what I want to do before you go too much farther. Let's talk auto ship because by far the vast majority, and by the way, these are double-ended. They're two different shades. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually just extend from that dark purple. I'm going out to that lighter pink that's on the opposite end, and you're going to see this is going to blend in. And again, you'll learn all the techniques. That's the problem. Like when you start doing this kind of coloring and blending, when you can do skin tones and hair colors and everything just looks more dimensional and rich. For example, this is a cute little project I did. Look at how cute, that was just a stamp, and then I used her Spectrum Noir to blend all that in. This is a really beautiful stamp I had, and again, I grabbed the Spectrum Noir because I wanted to blend in that flower. Here's a really fun stamp set. It's from a completely different company. It's adorable, but to be able able to get the hair to look right, I had to use my Spectrum Noir blendable markers. To even do the blush, I used the markers, and I used literally like a little nib to give her blush, but that hair was all done courtesy of the markers that Sara, and then if you're doing something really cute and simple, stamped it, I just colored the little girl in, and then voila, I was done. And these are all cards I brought from my own stash at home. So what you'll find is when you learn these techniques, it opens up this creative world, and you'll love it. Like, you'll get really hooked on it, and you'll just be like, oh my gosh. So every stamp takes on a different personality. And when you start using her Aqua markers, and you make these flowing backgrounds that are super cool, and then you spritz on it, and it has a whole different effect, I'm telling you, you will lose your mind at the creative fun you can have using this set. And guys, it's all here, and plus, we just don't leave you in a lurch. What I love that Sara's done is you get everything, and then you learn everything behind it. So you're gonna get a front row seat to have someone who's one of the world's experts teach you how to make all these cool effects. Stuff you wonder, how did they get that hair to look so good? She's gonna teach you in these really cool classes. And the only way to get this entire massive set is right here today on HSN. It's not available anywhere else. It's totally exclusive, and you get A to Z. Now, everybody loves their auto ship, so here's the auto ship. You're gonna get 6 more shipments. They're $39.95. Sara, can you kind of take us through the auto ship and tell us what it's all about?
I absolutely can, Suzanne. So can you see each time, a little bit like the Today Special, how you only pay for the markers and then all the education, the stamps, the papers come as a bonus? It's the same with your auto ships. So brand new markers each time expand on the colours you've got, and it's a theme. So for example, in April, you're going to learn about portrait. You know, you were talking about that hair colour. That's where we're going to learn the advanced colouring hair tutorials and the advanced skin tone techniques. Or when we get into June, it's all about flora and fauna, for example. August is all about feathers and fur. Each time you're getting an expansion pack on the markers, plus you're getting the accessories, and then there'll be brand new classes launching that you can take and you can sit using what's in those auto ships. Now, here's the awesome thing, Suzanne, right? Once we get through October, so the next one's cute characters, and you'll see that then rounds out all your collection of pens. We've then developed duo colour Aqua pencils. Now, the official launch is not slated until December. However, if you're in the auto ship program, you'll get sent them. So you'll get them before anybody else. Before the official launch, you'll get sent yours. Same with the wax pencils in February next year, and all of the paper stumps, the sander, the pencil sharpener, the accessories that you need. I'm making sure that over the next 18 months, I build up your library of the top quality colouring products, but then I hold your hand and teach you how to do it. So can you see when I build this up, I'm going to be coming in now, and if I just show you, so each one of the auto ships, here is my portrait one, for example, right? We're going to open this up. You've got that wonderful magnetic clasp. We open it up, the extra shades in here, the access to the classes. When we open behind in the tray, you've got all the new stamps that you're going to want to work with. Suzanne, I can't wait to take this class here. I've never been able to colour this type of hair. I really am desperate to.
That one's huge. Huge.
It's
so
just
exciting.
Wonderful. And if I show you the difference, Suzanne, so for example, when you get your first shipment, these are the skin tones that you're going to be able to colour. You're going to use that basic stamp that comes included, and you're going to learn a few different shades of skin tones. Once we add on the expansion pack from the first auto ship, we're going to move into different hair and skin tones, and you're going to have extra colours. So look at the new shades. So there's the shades that you'll be able to do with your first shipment. Now with the expansion pack, we can really take it that next level, and you can start to do more advanced colouring, shading, hair, different shades of skin tone. It's the same once we move into the feathers and fur. You'll be able to do more advanced shading on your fur and your little dog hairs, for example, or if you love cats or you want to do some wild animals, you're going to learn all those techniques. You talked, Suzanne, about the special effects in the watercolor backgrounds. These are the effects. So one of the classes is all going to be about the backgrounds.
Cool.
We're going to walk you through how to do all of these different backgrounds, how to do all of these different backgrounds as well, get the special effects. That is just a class in and of itself, Suzanne, so that you can make the most professional looking cards, but learn how to do this. Now, if you were to go and take a class in all of this, well, for a start, where could you take a class class in that. And then by the time you go and buy all the materials, and you can guarantee they'll use a certain type of opaque marker to finish that, and you won't have it. You'll have to use a wide brush paintbrush. You won't have that one. You won't quite get the same result. Imagine sitting down. 16th of February is the first class, 1 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to sit down together. Everything you need for that class right here in front of you. We can sit down, we can learn, we can work through. It's interactive. You can show me how you're getting on. You can ask for advice on things. We can ask Leann together. There's the forum where people can interact and support each other. You become part of a community who are on this learning journey together. No matter what your skill level, we're going to start here and we're going to progress it on. So someone like you, Suzanne, who's been colouring for a lot of years, I'm really hoping we can teach you a few new tricks in that academy.
You know what? I have no doubt about that, Sara. I really have no doubt, because I would still consider myself kind of a basic colorist. I'm really not that great at it. And I think there's so much nuance to it, but when you see the technique done, you just almost hit your head and go, oh yes, of course I get it now. Like, it totally makes sense, right? And then you're gonna see, they're just not markers for coloring. You'll find that it's a whole creative world that will open up to you. But I love it because, again, you don't have to go pick the tools and try to find this and that and spend a whole bunch of money on this, need a whole bunch of money on that. She literally puts everything in one single kit. And I finished my little butterfly, but I love it because it's all here, you guys. Just the markers alone. Plus, if you add these extra 4 pieces, that's over $100 value. You're getting the stamps that are included, and the stamps are fantastic stamps. They're not just your basic kind of dumb little stamps. They're really quite huge. You're getting a whole load of the stamps. In fact, in this collection, you get 40 of the clear stamps. Plus, I love it. She's gonna give you the card bases to start right off the bat. You get a set of those. And of course, I love the notebook that comes with it because you get all the dividers to keep you totally organized. So ultimately, it'll all be in one box and one binder, and you're gonna have this amazing repertoire of technique as well. Now, if you go on and add more of her Spectrum More colors, or you get more of her markers down the road, or you really get into it, she's always gonna have extra colors that you can pick up, but guess what? You're gonna get them automatically in the auto ship. Now, the only key at this point in the day is, number one, do you get in and get it before it sells out? Now, if I have any left at midnight, the price is gonna jump substantially. It actually goes up $40 at midnight because you decided to wait around. If you want to, I guess you can. We have never done anything as comprehensive as this. It is a phenomenal buy. The one thing of all the additional pieces to get, the one thing I would recommend that takes this to the next level is please think about getting the stamping platform. This thing is awesome. You see, I did my butterfly. You goof up, but you don't really goof up by using it. It's a great platform. It's got these really strong magnets to hold things in place. You will take your stamping success to a much higher level if you have a platform like this, and we have it available. We will pop the item number up there for you because, again, we've got additional stuff, but I think this, and if you can swing getting the platform, Sara, I think you're really setting yourself up to have such a great, successful experience with this.
And I think that's the key, Suzanne, because I know if you have a great experience, you are going to really engage with colouring as a craft, and you're going to advance those skills. And I think that is why I'm setting you up for success, giving you all of the equipment in the today's special. Yes, that stamping platform is going to be brilliant and going to really enhance it, but I know I want you to use the best quality paintbrushes. I want you to use the speciality paper. I want you to be able to have things like the Spritzer and the opaque white marker pen to be able to round out the techniques that you're doing. I've done all of that shopping for you, and I've planned it all into the today's special. So it means that whether you're going for the today's special as a one-off today, or you're getting that auto ship program, I know that you can get this home and you will get the results that we're talking about, because I'm not just sending you off with a load of great product but you don't know what to do with it. I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. We have never ever developed a program like this at Crafters Companion that is this well-rounded, that has this level of education. And I just feel like there's 2 things we've become really well known for, Suzanne, the last couple of years. One is our education. We output at the moment over over 8 hours a day of live content, interactive content for you at home, so that you can buy our amazing products here when we have our craft days at HSN, and then learn how to use them when you get them home. So for me to tell you we've got an interactive educational program like this, you know what I'm talking about when I say we're going to hold your hand. And then the other thing we're really well known for is making the best markers in the world. There's reasons why we make millions and millions of markers every year, and the new brush nib on here is off the chart. You've just been playing with it there for the last few minutes, Suzanne. I know you've worked with our Spectrum Noir inks before, and it's the fact it's this short little stubby brush, but really wet. It's the way the particles in the nib allow the ink flow through there. It means that if you are a relative beginner, I was frightened to colour with a brush nib as a beginner because it's too hard to control the flow of ink. We've developed these markers to give you that flow of ink right through the brush nib from the off. It's been 18 months in the making so that you get not only the best quality art materials, but the best program to round it out. And you can see here our Debbie working with it, but then also some of the kids. We've got Becca's brand new beginner crafter, and she's getting some fantastic results there. It just shows you, I think if you want to work on this and maybe work with the kids, or you and your friend are getting this program together and you're both going to work through it, how lovely for you to be able to get that and advance those skills. Look at how pleased he was with his diploma.
That is so cute.
If you do all 6 parts of the program, you get right through to the last box and you take all the classes, and you will graduate with the diploma in colouring. You will have learned all the techniques, and you do it at your own pace, Suzanne. You don't have to be there when every class is live. A lot of people just want to do it in their own time. Right. But what I wanted you to see is when you get this home, when you've done all 6 of the future shipments, your binder will be full now. So then when we want to learn, for example, you want to learn about feathers and fur, you would go to the feathers and fur section. You would have all the stamps that you need. Any projects that you're working on, you're going to be able to put them in the little project packets. Any education, any notes, you're going to stamp them, you're going to pop them all in there as well, so you've got all those notes handy. But then that corresponds with the education that you've got on the website. So remember, that portal on the website, once you come into it, you can follow it through, and as you build up your authorship, so it tells me there's the next class that's going to be live that I'm coming to, but then I can have a look at the schedule and the different classes that are coming out and when they're going to be coming up. I can also go and have a look in the authorships, so you can see the future authorships. If I look at the colour charts, for example, you can see the colours that are coming up in all the future authorships. So it might be that actually you don't do any cute characters, so you want to miss that authorship out. You can do that with authorship, but if you don't get in the authorship program today, you won't be able to go back and get into it. Today is the only opportunity we can give people to enroll in the authorship, and that authorship program is completely exclusive. So if you want those future shipments and future boxes, today is the only chance you'll get to get them, because we'll not be releasing them individually available for sale. It'll only be for the people in the authorship program.
Well, a lot of you don't understand that either, because Crafter's Companion has a beautiful website. The authorship will never be on there. You're not going to see our authorship on that website. So again, you want to get it today, because authorship will not be an option tomorrow. So if you get it right now, remember, it's $5 to fill your cart. So you buy this, and then whatever you bought earlier today, whatever you're buying later on today, you're only going to spend one $5 bill, but it all ends at midnight tonight, as well as the 5 flex pay. So you want to take advantage of that too, because it's an awesome way to be able to spread your payments out over 5 payments, but we send it to you right away. Use any major credit card. All right, guys, as a reminder, remember, you're getting the brand new markers, and you're getting the Aqua markers. You're getting all the tools you need. This by itself, these 2 trays by themselves, is $100 value at a minimum. You're getting your bases to go with it. I thought that was lovely. You're getting a ton of bases to work with. So right out of the box, you get 18 pieces here, another 18, another 18, another 18. You're getting 40 beautiful stamps. They are gorgeous. And I want you to see, this angel is out of this world, but look at my hand and look at how big that single stamp is. That is a very large page filling stamp. These aren't little teeny stamps you can barely see. They're beautiful, and they're perfect to be able to really work on the lessons you're going to learn with this. Just in the notebook alone, you get all the pockets, all the dividers, everything to get you really organized. It's a beautiful notebook. And then don't forget, you're getting all the classes on top of all of that. It's incredible for under $100. I mean, I can buy a couple pads of paper and spend $100 on it. There's nothing that you can get here at HSN that equates to this value. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't played with markers, if you haven't had the fun experience of where you can take them them to, you honestly don't know what you're missing. Because you think, oh, markers, I just color with them. No, no, no. There's so many cool things you can do, but you have to have the right markers and know the right techniques. And this is the complete compilation of that. I am beyond excited about this because I have plenty of markers, but I can guarantee you, I only know a few of the techniques that are out there. Now you're gonna have access to all of it, and you're doing it for 20 bucks on FlexPay, 5 months you paid it off. If you want the auto ship, each of those will include some more markers, more goodies, and that's $39.95, and that's 6 times in the next year. So every couple of months, you'll get one of the auto ships. But the problem is you have to get it tonight. We have a couple, maybe one more airing tonight with, well, we're doing one more airing next hour. Probably Shannon will have an airing before she wraps up our day, but get it now. And I promise you, if you don't absolutely love this within 30 days, please send it back. We want you to be happy. I think you're just going to be so excited about where it's going to take you. And for those of us who do have Spectrum Noir, remember, the new markers are available only exclusively in this kit. And those classes, if you already have your markers and really you're not taking them to that max, you know, you're not really maxing out the possibilities, go ahead and get this set and use it. It's all new stuff. It's all brand new, except the Aqua markers, but those are fantastic. I always need more of those. And those are double-ended too. They're not just a single-ended marker. So grab this and then really take what you have already, add this to it, and then expand your capabilities. It's really absolutely worth jumping in on it tonight. All right, let me give you an update. We are extremely busy. The vast majority of you are going for auto ship, which I think is really smart. It is. It'll be so worth your while because it's fun. You'll forget you have it and a box arrives and you go, what is that? You go, oh my gosh, that's my auto ship from Crafter's Companion. And they get so excited opening it up. All right, Sarah, I know you've got a few more things you want to add to it. We're about to wrap it up and I know we're really busy, but give us a couple more tips we'd like to know about this kit.
Well, one of the things that you're going to love about working with these new brush markers, Suzanne, is the way you can do the flick technique and get things like fur. Now, one of the auto ships does a deep dive into fur, but look at the result that I'm getting on this little dog here. And it's all about, you know, I said about that brush nib. Look at how juicy that brush nib is and how we can work with tiny little flicks, or we can do lovely big wide areas. And I'm just flicking this little dog fur up here, and you're going to learn all these techniques. In the first class, Suzanne, we're going to do a first deep dive into feathers and fur. And you can see how well I'm working with him. He's the one that I actually coloured in prior to us starting. Oh. Imagine you learning how to do this. And here's the thing, Suzanne, to learn how to do that, you need the markers with the brush nib. You need the stamp to be able to do that. All of that is in the program. So you're going to get this home. You're going to be so super organized. Open this up. You're going to go to exactly the spot where you need. Get the stamps out. Can you just wait, Suzanne, till we all sitting there doing that class together? You are going to get those same results that I'm getting here live on there by the time I finish with you.
And you know what's really funny that we didn't talk about? You will look at all your other stamps. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stamps. And you'll look at all your other stamps completely different once you understand how to do all this. So it's not just Sara's. We love hers, of course, but boy, every other stamp you have from any other brand, this will take all of those to, again, a whole different level. I'm so excited about this, you guys. Just stay on the line for it. I know we're really busy. Sara will be back. She's not going very far because she has our secret surprise, which is really neat. You're actually going to tell your own story. That's all. That's the tip I got for you on that one. All right, well, here we go. We have my Suzanne Runyon top pick. I did. I saw this